Alright, so you're in the middle of a sparring match, you've thrown your jab, your reverse punch, and you're just about to throw a round kick. You've gotten it off the ground and the person backs up a little bit. And you know that they're going to be just outside of your kicking range. So what are your options? Option number one, we can hope for the best, throw the round kick anyway, hope that possibly they move back in and you catch them. Second option, you can abort the kick and hopefully find something else that you can throw so you're not going to get countered on your way in. Or third option, the one we're going to talk about today, is that you can simply What's happening, team? Nick here. Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're talking about covering distance while kicking. Now that third option that I teased you with earlier is the fact that I can cover distance even while I have one foot off of the ground, and it'll immediately change how you kick and how you're able to cover distance while kicking, as long as I do it carefully and strategically. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so what we're talking about right now is taking our base foot and actually sliding it forward to meet our opponent. Now this sounds pretty simple, pretty easy, but there's a couple mistakes we see a lot of people make that can put us into a bad position. So we want to talk about those first, and then I'll show you a quick drill on how we can work on making this very efficient and very smooth. So what we see quite often is that people will take this base foot and try to jump in at their opponent, and now this makes us completely off balance and out of position to do anything other than wait until we land and then do a move. So if they do pretty much anything we weren't expecting, we have no way to change our movement until we land, and that can be very, very dangerous. All right, the second thing that we see is that people try to cover a lot of distance. This is literally just to cover 3 or 4 inches in your movement. Anything more than that, we probably shouldn't have thrown the kick in the first place. So we want to make sure that while we're doing this, we're only covering a few inches of distance. We're not trying to slide across the entire mat space to get to them, because that's going to be a bad position. It's bad distancing, and it allows the other person a lot of time to make a decision on how to either move or counter you. Alright, so all we're going to need for this drill is just a piece of paper and a smooth floor for us to train on. So it's as easy as that. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piece of paper, toss it on the ground, and I'm going to put whichever leg will be my base leg during this kick. So if I'm kicking with my front leg, I'll put my back leg on it. If I'm kicking with my back leg, I'll put my front leg on it. And we set up into our normal stance. So my goal is not to slide this up first, but rather pick my knee up, and then as I'm throwing my kick, slide that piece of paper in. Alright, so as you go from here, hopefully your feet are nice and sweaty already so it'll stick to your foot, you won't just slide right off. But I'm going to start from right here, and I'm going to throw my kick, and every time I pick this leg up and I go to push that foot out, whether it be a round kick, a side kick, a hook kick, doesn't matter. I'm going to slide this forward. I want to try to avoid jumping off of it, so I don't want to lose connection with the piece of paper and leave it behind. I need to make sure that I leave this here and pull it with me. That way I know that I'm staying as close to the ground as possible. This goes the same thing when we're doing our bouncing or our movement for Kumite. We don't want to be here bouncing off the ground so much that I'm leaving the floor for a long period of time. We just want to shift. I want to stay close to the ground. So it's the same thing when we move for our kick. Right from here, I pick my leg up and slide that foot forward. So whether you're throwing a punch, a combination first, whatever you're doing, you're going to utilize this slide at the very end as you're going to actually kick out. Alright, that's it for this drill. Go ahead and get out there, train it, try it out. If you have any questions, toss them down below. If you did like this video, I appreciate you hitting the like button and subscribing so you'll see all of our future videos. But please make sure you toss a comment down below with your thoughts, or just to say, hey, I love to connect with everybody down there. Have an awesome time training this. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.